Chapter 26. Further explanation of Suetel. At this, Julius says, as far as the evilness of the temple is concerned, we Romans have already been taught that you cannot tell us anything more new or surprising. And so the time of punishment will be soon. Of this you can be quite sure. But that we have not brought the temple to reckoning, it happens for the sake of the foolish and simple nation, which still considers the temple to be a sanctuary and seeks salvation in it. If we attack the temple now, the whole nation, with few exceptions, would be against us. But if at least the majority of the people soon become aware of what the temple consists of, then our work will be easy to put an end to the temple. For this purpose, the new pure teaching of truth by the great Saviour of Nazareth will be decisive, even if it is spread only among few people. For this doctrine is as pure as the sun on the brightest midday, and is easily understood by everyone who has a good heart. Naturally, where the human heart is destroyed completely, this lesson will not be accepted, no matter how divinely pure it is. But the Romans will then use a sword to give a law, such as the world has never known. For God's arm will be with the Romans. That is to calm you down. But now, about something else. You have already mentioned that your terrible state of affairs against Rome drove you more into the south of the Jewish lands, and that you only recently came here to the area of Galilee. I ask you then, what success you have had with your instigations against Rome, and what moved you to cross over to Galilee? Suetel says, Lord, in the south we only ate and drank and didn't dare mention a word against Rome, since we found most people to be well disposed to Rome. But we did send out very significant news about the loose business of the temple, wherever it was possible. But we have just recently burnt ourselves during our anti-temple rather than anti-Rome activities in an arch-temple place. They began to search for us, and there was nothing left to do but run away quickly. In a cloak and dagger operation, we moved across Samaria and came over the mountains after many days to this land. Then we soon met people who either did not complain about the pressure from Rome for a good reason, or they did it just to trick us blind gawks. Briefly, telling the difference was not in our powers. We agreed superficially with their song, and occasionally commented propter formam. But before 3 days had passed, we were suddenly stopped and captured by Roman soldiers, and another 4 or 5 of these who we were agreeing with. And we were beaten up and brought here. And now you have everything that you can have from us, and can make proper judgment on us. Julius says, my first judgment remains, according to which you are declared completely free. But there is now the matter of something else, and that lies in the question, what will you do now? You cannot return to the temple. You can hardly go back to Jerusalem to your old ways. There it would not be best for you. What are you thinking of doing now? Suetel says, Lord, this is a very sore point. Give us some time to think it over. But Matthew, standing nearby, says to Suetel, "Listen to me. I want to give you some advice, and if you follow it, things will not go badly for you." Suetel says, "Are you not one of the 5 who were brought here with us?" Mathal answers in the positive. "If so, how can you, as a certainly temporary evil fool, give us advice in this extremely difficult situation? For you 5 were brought here in heaviest chains as evil and dangerous fools or maniacs. Who healed you? For you now speak quite clearly and must have been healed. On the ship you only roared, once like a bull, then like a lion, and then again like a wolf. And when you spoke words with the most shrieking voice of the world, it consisted of blasphemy, curse, and enchantments. Briefly, you are the same whether you now wear a Roman tunic, and I cannot wonder enough how you came to such clarity. Someone out of this large company must have healed you. But who? Where is such a wonder healer?" But wait! Now something comes to mind. The Lord, who listened to us, asked us about a Saviour of Nazareth. He wanted to know whether and what we had learnt about this man. We said as much as we knew from hearsay. We asked for more details about such a rare man, but we received no answer as we would have liked. You yourself lead us on the track now. That you and your companions were healed, there is no longer any doubt. But there also seems to be no doubt that the Saviour of Nazareth, so casually mentioned by high Roman lords, is here. He must be here, for no mortal on earth could have healed you. Tell us if our question is correct. Only then do we want to accept your advice about our future.